There's a story in the basketball world tonight that isn't really about basketball at all. It's about a former Duke national champion who appears to be going through something very serious. And it's the third time in less than 2 years that it's played out in public. Tonight we're going to walk through what happened, what Kyle Singler actually said, and the context around a story that a lot of people in the basketball community are reacting to with real concern rather than any kind of judgment. On Tuesday night, Kyle Singler posted a series of videos to his Instagram account. In the clips, he appears disheveled, pacing around what looks like his home, speaking directly to the camera in a tone that a number of outlets described as distressed and difficult to follow. The main figure he addresses throughout the videos is his former Duke head coach, Mike Krzyzewski, known to most fans simply as Coach K. In the first video, Singler says, quote, "Coach K has set me up. Set me up, man. I have no power. I have no house. I've reached out to Coach, and everybody has turned the other way. I've reached out to Coach, and he has fully dismissed the message." He goes on to make a series of claims, saying people have cut off his power, broken into his home, stolen money from him, and compromised his financial accounts. He says at another point that he feels unable to leave his own residence, and in a separate clip suggests he's being watched. It's important to be upfront about something here. These are serious allegations, but as of right now, there is no evidence provided in the videos or reported anywhere else that confirms any of these specific claims. We're not in a position to verify them, and neither is anyone else covering this story. What we can speak to is what Singler said on camera, in his own words, and the pattern of concerning behavior that has now repeated itself over the past 2 years. Later in the videos, Singler directly pleads with his former coach. He says, quote, "Coach, where you at? Help my brother out. Thought we on the same team, man." He goes on to say he's tried reaching Krzyzewski many times, describing him as, quote, "deflective," and accusing him of leaving people behind. At another point, he makes a comment that's difficult to interpret clearly, saying, quote, "So, you got a player that's been traded, baby." Singler's professional playing career actually ended years ago, so it's not clear exactly what that specific remark was meant to reference. For anyone who followed Duke basketball, Singler's connection to Krzyzewski runs deep. He played for Coach K for all 4 of his seasons at Duke, from 2007 to 2011, and was Duke's second leading scorer in each of those 4 years. In 2010, he was a central piece of Duke's national championship run, and he was named the tournament's most outstanding player that year. Only current Duke head coach Jon Scheyer, who was his teammate at the time, actually averaged more points than Singler during that championship season. After college, the Detroit Pistons selected him in the second round of the 2011 NBA draft, and he went on to play in the league for several seasons before his professional career wound down. This isn't the first time Singler has posted something like this. Back in November of 2024, he posted a video saying he had been mistreated and that he feared for his life. That post generated enough concern within the basketball community that, according to the Associated Press, the National Basketball Players Association reached out directly to his family afterward. In the aftermath of that video, a number of current and former NBA players publicly offered him support, including Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, and Andre Drummond. Then, in October of 2025, Singler was arrested following a domestic dispute on charges related to an alleged assault against his girlfriend. A few months after that arrest, he posted another round of concerning videos, again claiming he was being targeted and mistreated by people around him. That brings us to this week, which marks the 3rd time since 2024 that Singler has posted this kind of video to social media. In these latest clips, beyond the comments directed at Coach K, he also makes reference to Duke itself, alleging the university has continued asking him for money despite what he describes as serious financial issues. In another moment, he says his assets have been, quote, hijacked and frozen. Again, none of these specific claims have been independently verified. What's been notable in the hours since these videos went up is the tone of the reaction across the basketball world. This isn't being treated by most people covering it as some kind of scandal or gossip story. It's being treated, largely, with concern. One widely shared reaction summed up the feeling a lot of fans and former teammates seem to share, reading, quote, "This situation is so heartbreaking I don't even know what to say anymore. The brain is a powerful thing, and his brain is attacking itself. praying that somehow, some way he gets out of this. As of this video, there's been no public response from Mike Krzyzewski or from Duke's athletic program addressing Singler's claims directly. Given the sensitive nature of what's actually going on here, that's not entirely surprising. This isn't really a story about a coach ignoring a former player over some kind of dispute. Based on everything in these videos, and based on the pattern going back to 2024, it looks like a former athlete who may be dealing with a genuine mental health crisis, playing out repeatedly and publicly on social media. It's worth remembering, too, just how disorienting the transition out of professional sports can be for a lot of athletes. Singler hasn't played professional basketball since he was 31 years old. The structure, the support systems, the sense of purpose that come with being part of a team, all of that changes dramatically once a career like that ends. And for some athletes, that transition brings challenges that aren't always visible from the outside until something like this happens. We're not going to speculate further on what Singler is going through, because we're simply not in a position to know, and speculation isn't something that helps him or anyone else in this situation. What we do know is that this is now the third time in under 2 years that people close to him, and people across the basketball community, have publicly expressed real concern for his well-being. If there's an update on Singler's situation, on any response from Krzyzewski, Duke, or the Players Association, we'll be sure to bring that to you as it develops. If this video touched on something that feels close to home for you, whether it's about mental health, isolation after a major life transition, or anything else, please know that support is out there, and reaching out for it is never something to be ashamed of. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on this story and others like it, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.